Are you right wing or left wing? My favorite wings are, honestly, I really like buffalo wings.
Hi, and welcome back to Through the Muck and the Mire. I'm your host, David Hollifield, and I'm here to tell you that this shit is not okay. So hopefully everybody by now knows that two sheriff's deputies were ambushed in Compton, California. A guy just literally just walked straight up to their car. They were parked at the metro station in Compton and just shot them while they were sitting in their car. Both officers were shot in the face. I believe there's a female and a male. The male officer was shot through the arm. I think he was hit multiple times, and the guy ran off. I'm not sure if they've caught him yet or not, but that's crazy, and it's not cool. You know, I'm very critical of bad police officers who do bad things. Like, you know, if a cop murders somebody, then they deserve to be brought to justice. You know, if you killed a cop in self-defense, you know, that was one thing. If you could, you know, obviously that's, you know, the court might not look at it, but I personally feel like that's justified. If you were actually defending yourself from like a cop, like straight up murdering you, yeah, whatever. But a cop sitting in their car, like, just because you support Black Lives Matter or you're against police doing bad things doesn't mean that it's ever okay to just straight up ambush anybody. Like, it doesn't matter if they have a uniform on, doesn't matter if they don't agree with your politics. If somebody is not like actively a threat to you, then you cannot take their life or try to take their life. So, like, I don't know. I'm going to keep this one short. There's not really a whole lot much more to say to it than that, you know. Other than this female deputy was a badass. She took a shot to the face and then continued to, you know, she and her partner ran in, sought cover, and then she put a tourniquet on it. I think he got shot in the arm. She put a tourniquet on his arm while she's literally leaking blood out of her face because she just took a round to the jaw. And I mean, she seems to be, it looks like she took that one on the chin and kept on going. And then they go to the hospital, and I've seen reports where they said that protesters were like blocking ambulances from getting in. I wasn't able to find that. You know, if somebody else has a good link to show that, and then, you know, please do. But I wasn't able to find it. What I did find was like a very small group of people that showed up and were trying to get into the hospital. I guess they're trying to go actually protest inside the hospital where these officers were shot. I'm not exactly sure what their intentions were, but they were stopped outside of the hospital, and they got into an altercation with people. I don't know if they were just security guards, but eventually the sheriffs showed up, and they got in the sheriff's deputy's face and said, let's see. I want to deliver a message to the family of the pigs. I hope they fucking die. Like, is that really what we are trying to, like, that's the message that we want to get out? Like, I really, really hope I'm not going to be one of the only police critics that comes out and says that this is wrong, because this is disgusting. You know, how can you be such a hypocrite that you're like, you know, don't murder my people, but then you're going to go and condone this and then say, I hope they die. I hope their families know that I hope that they die. Like, this is messed up. And I mean, I've made it pretty clear. Like, if you've never seen my channel before, I've already mentioned in this episode multiple times that I'm a police critic, and that if they do something wrong, that I'll call them out. So if you want to come back with, oh, well, if you speak on this, but you don't speak on when the police are murdering people, then you need to shut up. Well, you're going to be eating crow as soon as you go back into my episodes and see that I've called out police multiple times. Or if you dig years back into my social media and see that I've always called police out when they do something wrong. It doesn't matter. If the bad ones can get punished, that doesn't mean that all cops, anybody that wears a uniform, deserves to get a fucking bullet in the face. It's ridiculous. So that, and also if they did actually block ambulances, That's also very stupid. Like, I don't care if it's this case or if it's you blocking a road in a regular protest, blocking a highway, and there are ambulances trying to deliver people to the hospital so that they can save their life, then, and you're blocking it, then you're an idiot. Like, we need to get like a grip on what message that we're trying to push out, and what are we actually trying to get done, and is what we're doing actually helping us get to those goals? Because I don't think that telling a police officer's family that you hope that they fucking die, after they were ambushed in their car, not bothering anybody, I don't think that's the message that we want. I don't think the message that we want to push out is that we don't care about people getting their life saved when an ambulance is driving up the highway to get to a hospital. So I think, we need to reevaluate some things, and I really hope that I understand that this is not the majority. Like, I personally support the statement and the movement that Black Lives Matter. I personally have condemned police officers for bad actions, but this type of stuff is not cool. Burning down your city, especially if you're protesting for to save minority lives, but then you burn down Black-owned businesses. What the hell are you doing? And usually it ends up being like white Antifa people. Like, I don't understand why stuff like this is not being condemned more harshly by the left. I haven't seen it at all. Joe Biden did come out and say the violence needs to stop. They need to be prosecuted. Like, these rioters and violent protesters need to be prosecuted. But I don't really see it coming from actual leftist like people. I don't see them coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, this is wrong." People try to find a way to justify it, and it's ridiculous. So, yeah, that's my rant for today. I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest. You can be critical of both sides. It's very possible, and I think everybody should do it. You should all try it. Murdering Black people is not okay. Murdering cops is also not okay. Murdering in general is not okay. So that is all, and have a nice day.